3 shots, 4 par, I just do 2. 1 putt, par 4, birdie, woohoo. New driver, info, replace, M2, par 5, fairway, what you fin do? Think I'll try to get on into. Start right, good line, good view, it drew. Shooter McGavin, 2 thumbs that's up high and 2 fingers.
We just roll in, guys, if you're okay with it. We
Right.
just kind of shoot the shit and get going. So Brycer just kind of flies by the seat of his pants. I do a little bit of research. I said, hey, Google, what are blue balls?
According to Wikipedia, blue balls is slang for an uncomfortable testicular sensation that can occur during a state of male sexual arousal. The term is thought to have originated in the United States, first appearing in 1916. Another slang term used for the condition is lover's nuts.
So, like,
1916.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what was happening in
Yeah.
the world in 1916?
Shay-
that
I don't know,
American-
man.
Shay just popped into the bedroom and said her Google answered your question before yours did.
That's probably why. Oh, I got lost and they were speaking to each other.
Yeah,
AI,
she
man.
popped out and she was like,
So I was
"What
like,
am I listening to?"
4 hours deep in a rabbit hole of lovers nuts, and then I realized that we're talking about blue golf balls. So here we are.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here we are. So yeah, we'll just wing it. It's it's going to require a little bit of editing, or maybe not, because that's not really what we're about. But we got Zach Gasson, Chief Brand Officer, and Chris. I don't know if I believe this. Chris Bunker. Chris Bunker, is that right?
That's
It's
my
actually
real
his
last name.
Yeah.
Chief Creative Officer, and he gives himself the real name Chris Bunker. That's sweet,
Yeah.
man. I love it. What a good golf name. So
It's
guys,
great. It's magnetically drawn for me. You know, I hit a ball, it's going in the bunker.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, it's true to form. He spends a lot of time in the sand.
My name's Mac Woods. So
That's a great golf name.
yeah,
It's a great golf name.
that'll be it. That'll be mine from now on. But
Yeah,
maybe Zach, you can give us an idea. Just anybody kind of tuning in who has been following the pod for a while. We've done 2 years in a row now with the Testicular Cancer Society, our partnership with Manscaped. We've connected with them. I know you guys have connected with them. So maybe you can give us an idea of what the brand is, what blue balls are to you, and and we'll kind of go from there.
for sure. So just in short, blue balls, and I'll do the classic product pitch right here. Blue balls are a premium LED golf ball, so they light up. You can play at night. Chris and I and the rest of our team are all very much muni golfers. So we're big time go getting around after work guys. And we found that like regularly we'd get to like hole 12 or 14 and then sun starts setting, your round's over and you're done and you go home. We saw a couple guys busting out balls that looked like this one night and we're like, man, we got to get our hands on those. So we went and we found some balls and tested them out and we thought it's a super cool idea, but we weren't like extremely impressed with the product. So we said, I mean, why not? Let's go make it ourselves. And then Testicular Cancer Society, we reached out and they decided to partner. It's super cool. I know it's particularly important to me. My uncle passed away of testicular cancer when he was 32. So it's super important to me and it hits home and it's something we've, from the get-go, it's something we wanted to do.
Well, and for
But
us,
in short, it's go ahead.
sorry, for us too, right? So we obviously, like, we're a lot of our listeners, almost 90% are males. So we did the Testicular Cancer Month. We've done it a couple times now. So if you're interested, go back, check it out, give them a follow. Manscaped does a lot of really cool stuff too, and we've been working with them for like almost 2 years now. So they have a really great partnership with them as well. So it's just something that any awareness is good awareness, and I think kind of what you guys are doing and something that Manscaped's done is bring a lot of light to maybe something that was like a little bit of an awkward conversation for people, right? So has that
sure.
sort of, Chris, I'm sure there's been like an idea of when you're the chief creative officer. I love that. So, is there things that you're trying to like make it funny, I guess, make it light, and also was that always like an idea to kind of partner, Zach, with kind of what you mentioned? Was it always something that you wanted to bring together?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you'll see if you follow us on socials, we definitely take a lighthearted approach to blue balls. Father's Day is coming up this Sunday, 6/18, and it's going to be really important for every son to give his dad a nice set of blue balls. It's a big pitch for us, but we there's a couple things that we're doing that just were born in the product itself.
Right.
Our CEO Trent had the idea, well, why do golf balls only come in boxes? Why don't they also come in ball sacks? So that's a part of our product as well. Is every time you open a box, maybe Zach can show you on screen here. Every time you open a box, you'll actually end up with a ball sack with our logo printed on it and a
Nice.
set of blue balls in there.
That's it right there.
I like that.
Get a nice
That's
little sack of blue
That's
balls.
awesome.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah, man,
us,
I mean, I think it's one of those.
Yeah.
There you go. It's one of those subjects that I think it's important to talk about, and everybody like hears it from their doctor. But it's one of those. I think guys in general resonate better when something's kind of fun and easy to engage with. Like it's something you want to like if you're going to talk to your buddies about this, you don't want to like sit them down and be like, hey man, like we really need to talk seriously about your testicles. Like it resonates, I think, a little bit better, at least for us personally, like having it in this lens where like we know it's a serious topic, but broaching the subject through comedy, I just think makes it makes the message a little easier to spread.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that. That's such a good way of putting it because we can relate to that in so many different ways, right? So,
100%.
you know, to be able to bring that through golf and, you know, Joel Damon, we talked about that. Joel Damon's done such a good job doing that, right? And kind of bringing awareness to that. So can we talk about how you guys kind of built the brand? So like when you guys got it started up, who's on the team? And then I know Bryce was kind of curious about like the actual product itself, like the actual ball itself, right? So
Yeah, I can talk a little bit about the team, and Zach can talk a little bit about what our chief utility manager has been doing to source these balls and get them into the country. So our team is it's a family company, like Zach mentioned. You know, he takes particular inspiration from his uncle's story. Zach and his brother Ben. And his other brother Jake are three of our five members, founding members of the business. And then there's Trent Tyler, who's our CEO, and then myself, who's the CCO. I guess we've all got different backgrounds. Zach and his brothers and Trent run a marketing firm, a performance marketing firm called Open Oceans. And they do basically SEO, ad placement, things like that. And then my background's from film industry and creative consulting. So making videos and designs, hopefully making things look cool and resonate with audiences. And, you know, Trent really wanted to push for the idea. You know, we've been golfing together for a really long time, and we all got behind it. The company, we started it in January. We took a trip up to Pacifica, California, and we actually snuck out on the golf course and took some sample balls with us, and that's where we filmed our first ever footage of actually using the first official blue balls. But yeah, the company's kind of like a family company, and we've all got a bit of a weird sense of humor, and you know, we hopefully are going to try and bring a cool product to market that's a little bit more advanced than some of these other crappy light up golf balls, and do it with the fun twist too.
Yeah, that's a good segment for me. Kind of with I guess first off, I'll say it's really cool that you guys are kind of family oriented like that, and it's kind of all buddies and family. I think that's great. I'm sure you guys all get along well, and I'm sure that resonates with the company and how it works. I wanted to get into the golf ball because I'm a big gear guy. Everyone knows. I've hit light up golf balls before. I've used them. They're not great. I mean, I hit the ball pretty hard, and anything above a 7-iron, it's pretty much going out right on contact. Maybe just kind of your research and kind of what you went through to prototype different balls and find a really good one for you guys.
Yeah, for sure. It's like bringing more of a family aspect into it conveniently. My wife's entire job is sourcing product. Nice. So we went through like this huge process of sourcing every light up golf ball manufacturer we could get our hands on pretty much. And we went through like a lengthy process of like, how many duds are we going to get in a batch? How do they feel coming off the club? It's just kind of a fact of the matter when you're playing with, you know, there's 2 LED lights inside this golf ball. So it's not going to be the exact same cover that you're going to hit with like a Pro V1, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to come off a little hard. You're going to lose a club. But for us, we did like a lengthy testing of over like 20 different samples from different vendors to find a ball that we felt, you know, it lights up consistently. it stays lit, and it feels as good as it can feel. And this is the vendor we landed on.
Mac here for Manscaped, the best in men's grooming. We are back with a limited time offer on the Performance Package 4.0. If you're not watching this on YouTube or on Instagram or somewhere that we have this video posted, you should go look, because I'm going to show you everything in each one of these lineups. The Performance Package 4.0 comes with the Crop Reviver, the Crop Preserver, the Weed Whacker for the nose. This thing would take down Eugene Levy, and the Lawnmower 4.0. We scroll down to the Platinum Package. It includes the Crop Preserver that we already talked about. You can't see it in the screen. Over there is a Crop Reviver, the body wash, shampoo, and conditioner, plus the deodorant, said Weed Whacker, said Lawnmower 4.0. And on top of that, you're going to get free boxers, my favorite pair of all 3 pairs that I own, my favorite toiletry bag of 2 toiletry bags that I own, free shipping, plus 20% off using the promo code OTSGolf over at manscaped.com or manscaped.ca. The best in men's grooming. Let's get to the back nine. We'll see you there.
And from there, yeah, man, I mean, digging into the ball a little bit, I know exactly what you mean. I'm a pretty fast and hard hitter myself, and sometimes if you hit a wood off these things, it'll definitely make a pretty crazy noise. But like, I personally, again, I'm in the upper level of swing speeds, and I've been torching 3 woods on these things for years, and
You've been fine.
Every once, oh yeah, they wow. Fly, and they're fun to watch. You get them out at night, they rock.
That's awesome.
But yeah. But at the end of the day, it's not going to play exactly like a normal golf ball, but a normal golf ball is not going to light up and let you play till 10 p.m. So there's trade-offs you have to make.
I think people understand that, though. I think people buying a light up golf ball I don't know if I cut it out there, but aren't going to play and get the feeling of a real golf ball. Like, they know it's a light up golf ball, and it's not going to do exactly what they want, but it has its purposes. But I just
100%.
I just wanted to know that you can actually hit it pretty hard and it'll last.
For sure, man. I mean, you have to adjust, right? So like, if you're hitting 180 with your 7-iron, and you step up to a 180, par 3, you probably want to go down to like a strong 6, soft 5. But you can, if you know what you're like, once you've played a couple holes with them, you get adjusted to them. You can definitely play like a normal round. They putt awesome.
That's
like,
sweet.
The feeling of pulling out with one of these and then just seeing the light shoot up from the hole it's sick, dude.
I had that thought. So Bryce and I talk about a hole-in-one like almost every pod, and we've spoke a few into existence. And I kind of thought about that. I was like, imagine hitting one of these, like playing night golf, and then you just watch it disappear, and then it's just like, one.
Well, I hope
it's like a holy experience. Yeah. No pun intended. Go ahead, Bryce.
How do they are they have like a timer in them to shut off, or are they?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's from turn on. They have anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes, typically closer to that 10-minute mark. So that's why every pack has at least 2 in them. We always recommend you swap each hole, because you don't want to get through a par 3 and then tee off on the next hole and then it goes out. We always recommend at the start of each hole, knock it, get it started, and you got 10 minutes.
So it activates on contact. We glow.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
That's exactly right. So our recommendation is always smack it off the cart path. Just something nice and hard. And apologies, I'm going to make a big sound right now, so prep your ears. But like, just hitting it on like a wood table.
Yeah.
You can see it lights up. You can see and like at nighttime, this thing is brilliantly blue. But you just go on the cart path on your way up to the hole, bang it, toss down the tee, and let it rip. Another fun way to do it, if you're coordinated enough, is you toss it on in the dark, and it'll light up on contact. That's a very fun way to play, because then that's
what I would do.
Yeah.
I don't care if I miss it. I'll make some contact on the face somewhere, but I think that'd be sweet.
I like that.
A fast hitter like you too, it leaves that like contrail behind it. It's really sweet. So cool. If you really tater one, it looks like it's got a line drawn behind it.
Almost a shooting star almost.
Yeah, it's like a shooting star. Like, it's literally like one of the shot tracers that just does the little line behind it. It's dude, I mean, at the end of the day, like, yeah, you're playing these for fun, right? You're not going to a tournament and busting out your blue balls. You're playing these like with your buddies at sunset. You're having a good time. I played them with my dad on the golf course behind his house last week, and it was just like, it was so fun, man. We played one.
Yeah, well, when I worked at a course a couple of years ago, we'd always go out and play a few holes after, like when it was almost dark, when all the kind of in. And we used to get our phone lights out on the greens around the hole and leave the line of the golf ball, like where you'd put it through, just open so you could see the cup and kind of. And I was like, wow, these would be great for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Zach mentioned performance too, and I like he said, we have the joke, you do experience a bit of shrinkage on your distance, when you hit these balls. But they do have, like, we did our research, and we were looking into like higher spin rates and trying to get something like Zach said that would be feeling a little bit closer to the actual golf experience. I mean, these are not like the these are not going to be Pro V1s, like. But they do fly far. I've seen Zach hit one 310, and I've hit one like 140 off the tee, so it's pretty good. But they're visible from up to 300 yards, and they have a DuPont Surlyn shell, which is like the same as here, I had to look it up just to double check, but like Vice Tour golf balls. So there's 332 dimples on them. It's like an actual golf ball. Some of these other ones that we tested out from competitive brands that you'll see on Amazon and stuff, they're just not made for performance. They're basically made for cheap production and cost.
But again, I don't think you really need to explain yourself in that aspect, because like I said, guys are getting this for a specific reason and they understand it's not a tour or like a high-end golf ball. So
yeah, for sure.
The dream would be that as we grow the company and get a little bit more awareness for night golf and LED balls, that we can start to innovate in the tech space.
Find that kind of
feeling, refine the ball.
Hey, there's that
a little bit more innovative.
There's that new indoor Tiger Golf League or whatever coming out, and
I saw that.
I think
they're just gonna play in the dark now.
I think they could.
Around the green?
I think why couldn't
they?
they?
That'd be so
they got blue balls to do it now. They can do
it.
it, right? So why not? I think
let's
a
give
little bonus hole.
I love
it. Yeah.
We've talked about in the future it'd be fun to set up like a little, five-hole par 3 that's dedicated to doing this, right? So we've got courses in LA where they'll play with like they've got night golf where it's kind of like floodlights.
Yeah.
But you have to be good enough to like hit it in the floodlight zone, right? So like most golfers, like muni golfers especially, like I'm not good enough to hit it in that floodlight zone every time. It'd be fun to have a course that was like low lighting on the ground, maybe lining up the fairways and the greens with some like LED lights so you see where you're hitting. And then you use a light up ball. I think that would resonate with a lot of people.
Well, they have a course at home that used to do that. I don't know if they do it anymore, but back at home they would line the fairways, line the greens, have the light up sticks and the light up pins, and that's how and they'd line the bunkers too. So they would do, and then use a light up golf ball. That's what they.
That's the best. That's so
pretty cool.
I like that idea. So what would be, when you guys are kind of going through it, you're kind of building the brand, sourcing all the balls, what's the target audience that you guys are looking for?
Chris, you handle that one, or you want me to take it?
All right, I'll take it. I mean, I think our target audience was guys like us, and then add 40 years, right? Like the 75-year-old golfer dude who's, probably made some weird, inappropriate jokes here and there on the golf course that you don't really want to golf with, but you kind of tolerate them because, hey, it's golf. Not to say that our target market is creepers, but I guess we were trying to target blue balls for weird fucking. Sorry, excuse my language, but
you're in a safe space here, man. It's okay.
All right, we just figured, there's a target market that's dudes who don't take this too seriously. I mean, we watched the Full Swing, doc of Joel Damon, a guy like that who can make it on the tour and still take his shirt off and get showered by beer, right? Like that's a kind of a vibe. I think what we've started to see here is we've only really been selling balls for about almost a month now, and what we've seen a lot of is like people in the South, a lot of people in Georgia, a lot of guys on the West Coast as well. But all over the place, we've seen people from South Dakota, Idaho, Montana. So it's I guess, I've only really mentioned men, and I think the idea would be that, long term, we start to diversify our products a bit. We have a pink ball, and we target a broader audience, the biggest market that's growing in golf, which is women, and whether chicks can get blue balls too, essentially, is the idea there. But yeah, I mean, not to say that our target addressable market is, 7 billion people, but blue balls are for everybody who golfs or who wants to give their buddy a funny gift, or just give their friends blue balls. You can give Tiger Woods blue balls if you want.
I see that, like I thought about that right away. I thought like bachelor parties, stuff like that, like so many things.
100%.
We've gone away to like we'll go to like a golf course or whatever and get one of like the cabins that are kind of off beside like the putting green and stuff like that, and you're kind of out there chipping balls and it's dark at night and stuff like that. I'm kind of thinking like there's an avenue for tons of that, obviously, and it's probably been thought of for you
100%.
guys, as well as gag gifts and stuff like that, which is fun, but it's also something that can be used as well, right? It's not just a gag
For
gift, it's
sure.
something that can be used as well as night golf and like the social aspect. I think of like, the Muni kids and stuff like that. There's so many platforms now where there is more of a social aspect in golf. And part of that
Sure.
is simply like people can't play it at 9 to 5, right? Like there's just no
Yeah.
option. So, as the game expands and tee sheets are full and there might be more social experiences on the course,
Right.
this is definitely something that that could be utilized by golfers for sure.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
exactly right.
that speaks to like our kind of whole marketing approach, right? Like never finish early. That's our tagline. We don't want guys to get blue balls, obviously, but if they have to get blue balls on the course, they might as well glow up. And the idea being that like as the brand grows, we can really target, hey, this guy got promoted at work because he stopped going to the golf course at 2 p.m. and now he can work all day and play hard at night too, right? Like there's some funny avenues there to really hit on the product value, which is just that it extends golf. It makes golf last longer. We had somebody comment that pros are going to hate you guys. We're already there 14 hours a day.
Right.
Yeah, I can already see like a bunch of memes already with and like reels on Zyre Golf or something with you guys too, and just
Yeah.
the aspect of, we already take a lot of heat for these 5 and 6 hour rounds as it is now, and it's they're gonna be extended. We're
Yeah,
never
for sure,
we're never
man.
gonna have to finish early. Sorry, Bryce, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to get into cost options and like different, like, do they just come in the 2-pack? Do you have other options, and kind of what the pricing of the blue balls are? Not that many people would pay for blue balls, but in this case they would.
Yeah. Yeah, so right now we've got a 2-pack and a 6-pack. We're going back to get more balls this week because they're selling a lot faster than we anticipated, so we got to catch up.
Good.
I think the timing of launching before Father's Day has been really good. Again, it's like it's a sick gift to get for like Father's Day or bachelor parties, so this was definitely an idyllic time to launch. The 2-pack is $25 and the 6-pack is $50. So you definitely get some value on the 6-pack. And we're also planning to launch a 4-pack and a 12-pack for like the true blue ballers out there.
Mac here for BioSteel. We absolutely love this one on the pod. The hydration mix has been in our golf bags forever. The hydration mix has been designed in the most natural way possible to help you stay hydrated throughout your round of golf. Zero sugar formula is made from clean, quality ingredients and contains no artificial flavors and colors, added vitamins and minerals to help support overall good health, normal function of your golf swing, and your immune system. Simply mix it into some water, and you can enjoy it through all 18 holes. Clean, healthy hydration. Zero sugar, natural health product, no artificial flavors or colors, no artificial sweeteners, no preservatives, caffeine free, NSF certified for sport. Biosteel.ca, biosteel.com. Use the promo code SCREWS30 for 30% off your order. SCREWS30 for 30% off your order. Stay hydrated, my friends. So what do you say?
The true blue ball.
What do you say to the typical client that pays to... Nah, I can't ask this question.
Feel free, man. Shoot away.
Because typically people are paying to not have... no.
Paying to not have balls.
I think we're on a... Yeah. But anyway, man, like it's...
We've got room for 1,000 more blue balls, Joe.
How's the durability of the blue balls?
Of the blue balls?
Yeah, man.
How long
People
do they last?
listening to this pod right now must think
Yeah.
this is the most ridiculous thing ever. This is great.
They're durable, man. So the each ball has a 50-hour light up time frame. So
damn.
if you can make it, like, our general rule of thumb is if you can play one ball for 50 hours, like, you are so abnormally good at golf that is like amazing. I think most people are gonna find the water or the woods at some
Yeah.
point in that first 50 hours. So they'll last you a long time. I mean, I've played 5 or 6 rounds with one before I unfortunately lost it to the pond, but they'll last a real long time.
Can you
Right.
see it in
And-
there? The pond's not deep. Will it stay
For
lit
sure.
for a couple?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's actually good. And I was in Scottsdale golfing with some buddies a couple weeks ago, and we had a pool in the backyard of our spot. And just as a test, like I lit 3 up and tossed them in the pool overnight, and then dove back in the morning and picked them up, took them out. They played fine. So if you have if you're one of those guys who has one of those, like my dad has one of those super
Yeah, I was
long,
gonna say to
like,
throw it in the bag when I go play with you.
yeah. If
Yeah.
you have one of those extension grabbers, like you can pick it up and it plays fine.
I could see like my
Right.
Sunday bag having like, I don't know, maybe a 7-iron, a wedge, and a ball retriever, maybe a putter too.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Yeah.
out there walking around, just
100%.
going 100
popping
yards to
around,
100
getting freaking
yards.
balls.
Just getting blue balls out of the water.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it, man.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Yeah, Zach
Pick up,
mentioned. I mean, we weren't expecting to see them fly off the shelves the way they are, but you know, we've been, and on the note of like performance and how long these last, this is a box of blue balls right here that I packed myself this morning. So I personally fondled these balls prior to shipping them into to Amazon later today after we get off. But we just this weekend we're in LA, got a family affair together and you know put these packages together essentially by hand. You know, we sourced the ball sacks, the balls, some tees. Those are little surprises in there for our customers too, right? That every pack comes with 2 tees.
Nice.
We sourced all of those materials directly, and then we go in and we're, whether it's in a garage or I'm smacking the balls together, right? We test each of these balls by hand. And there are some duds, right? Like that's really what we're looking for is we don't want somebody to get a pair of duds or one dud, you know, from, you know, $25 isn't cheap, right? So you don't want to spend money and then find out that your product sucks.
And I think that's like a particularly big issue in this space. I mean, I think if you're into golf, you'll have heard of this before. You'll probably have seen it if you're on a community course at night. But we're introducing a lot of people to the idea of a light up golf ball. And I know personally in the past when I've ordered these, and this was like one of the ideas of like why we should do this ourselves, is so many of them, like it's a good price point, but I've had packs of 6 or 12 where like more than half of them are duds out the box.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, especially if you're getting this for someone as a gift, if they like try and light it up and it doesn't light up, you look like an idiot. So like that's a big thing we do is we do check every single ball by hand. And like, fortunately we have, I think our dud rate right now is like 0.1% of all balls
Nice.
have been
That's
duds.
good.
So we're super happy with the manufacturing partner right now. But yeah, man, I mean, it's the worst thing in the world to get a product and then pull it out the box and it just immediately doesn't work. So
You
that's
guys,
awesome.
yeah.
Like
you
I
guys
said, the ones
all guarantee that you will deliver blue balls
we guarantee that
by
we'll
hand.
blue balls
by
by hand.
by
We will
hand.
give-
Thank
yeah.
you.
Hands.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
usually wear gloves when I'm putting the blue balls together, though.
Oh yeah, no, my mom and dad have touched these blue balls. These blue balls have been fondled by family.
Well, I was just gonna say, family reunions now are just blue ball meetings. You know,
Oh,
That's
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hilarious.
my
Yeah, this is-
my fiance's a plastic surgery resident here at the local hospital, and
She works on blue balls.
she works on blue balls.
Nice.
You know, and you can trust a surgeon, right?
Yeah, awesome.
Fine details with the hands, but you know, we've run into some urologists randomly at parties and things, and they just go wild for the joke, for the idea.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
themselves.
That's
Trent's, our CEO Trent's father-in-law is a urologist, and I think just dudes who dedicate their lives to like wieners think this is hysterical.
Yeah.
Like you asked what our target market was. It is everybody, but like we hit particularly hard with urologists.
I think I don't know, man. I can't really keep a train of thought right now. I'm really struggling to
We're free flowing. We're having a good time.
Yeah, usually, you know, this is perfect. So what's the idea? Like are you guys thinking about any other products? Are you just really focused on blue balls?
We're for sure thinking of other products. I can let Chris dig into some of the specifics there, but I mean, blue balls, I think blue balls as we grow and obviously there's going to be innovations and the ability to make it better as we get bigger and sell more and more. But we definitely want to be adding more products in there. So right now the blue balls are all in the True Blue color wave. we want to add on more colors. We want to partner with TCS for purple ball in their exact color wave. And we're planning on expanding out our ball color options, as well as introducing some, other funny kind of gag gift products. Yeah, Chris, if you want to dig into some of those, feel free. But I think
just
I think
before
the
Chris
plan-
goes, you know who's gonna go nuts for these are juniors who are out there from morning to night and get picked up and they play their last few holes in the dark. I remember those days when I used to
Oh yeah,
get picked up and play my last hole in the pitch black. Like juniors are gonna love these.
yeah. That's
we
a
like to
great call.
joke. We like to joke we're a technology company, so we should be valued the same, right? Like Netflix, Facebook, and blue balls. But the idea is like long term, like obviously, like Zach said, we're looking to expand into a sunset pack of balls where we have a little bit different colorways to play with, because we understand too, like if you get four guys on a
Who's
17, whose ball is whose, right? Like, yeah, so that's definitely something that we want to focus on as we build out the brand. Again, your blue balls can come in all different kinds of colors and shapes and
Yeah,
sizes.
that's not where I thought you were going with that one, but I think where you ended up was really good. I kind of had that thought earlier too. I was like, if you get with a group and you guys are playing like night golf and stuff like that, I guess you could always just mark it or something and kind of go up and check it out. But
yeah,
I feel like
everybody
too,
gets a little special touch on their blue balls,
yeah, we've got the number markings on them too. So if you get like nitty gritty, you can see the number marking of you have the one, I have the two. But 100%, we know in the future that's something that people want. That's something we're going to deliver. But coming out the gates as a specific, like, this is a funny product to get someone, your blue balls are blue. But we know, like, as we expand and start taking over more of the light up golf ball space, we're going to have to offer other colors as well.
Right. And some of what our customers are going to see pretty quickly here is the purple ball, the TCS ball. So thinking about like how can we partner, further that partnership that we have with the Testicular Cancer Society, continue to raise awareness, support survivors, caregivers. So the idea would be to create a purple colorway in partnership with them. Already now we have 2% of our profits that we're donating to the TCS, but we'd really like to continue and show our commitment and look into, further products like that.
So do you think you guys will always kind of stick with the balls? Like, is that kind of what the brand is about? Will it always kind of be the balls, or will you look at, will you try to get deeper into the golf space, or, kind of just go with like more apparel pieces and stuff like that you're talking about?
Yeah, honestly, I wish I had a more interesting, like, high level strategic answer for you, but I think that the honest answer here is our product offering is going to be like whatever funny, stupid joke that one of us makes on a golf course where we're like, oh, we're actually going to make that. Like, we think it's a funny idea to make an average length golf tee that's 5.5 inches long. It's just one golf tee. It's 5.5 inches long. We're stupid. We think that's hilarious. We think there's other people who would think that's funny enough to buy it. So we'll definitely get outside of the golf ball space for sure. We'll go into apparel. We'll start making other kind of funny gag ideas. And yeah, it really does come down to, we're all friends. Like, we started this business because we like golfing together, and we're, it just sounded like a fun idea, so we went for it. The next product on the shelf is going to be someone's funny, stupid idea they had while we were golfing together for sure.
Have you guys got them in play much? Like, as a group, you guys have been hitting them a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been hitting each other's blue balls around too. It's been great.
Yeah.
Does anyone ever pick up someone else's blue ball by accident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No?
When people grab my blue balls.
Well, I was gonna. I've never had somebody who was not playing a light up ball pick up my ball thinking it was theirs.
Yeah.
No one's ever been playing like a Bridgestone and picked up my ball thinking it was theirs.
What's been the longest lasting set of blue balls you've had?
That's a good question. I honestly think the answer, I'm gonna put it at like 5 rounds. We were in Pacifica for a week and we golfed every day. And I think there was a set of those balls that made it through 5 full rounds.
To completion?
Absolutely. Huh?
5 rounds
No,
to completion.
No. 5 rounds to completion. No, 5 rounds till I snap hooked them into woods way too thick for us to get up. It's sad too, because like when you hit it in the water and you don't have like a scooper, you just stand over. When you hit it into the woods and you can see it blinking at you in the distance,
you still have a chance.
it's taunting. Yeah. It makes you want to go get it.
I have a pretty flexible shaft, so that means that my balls tend to shoot all over the fairway and rough, and so yeah, it's tough to keep these balls on the fairway for me. But
No,
we
we've honestly been impressed by them. I had one, I like absolutely pured a 3-wood as hard as I can possibly hit it, and it came off a rock, like off a lake adjacent rock, like not like a nice smooth surface, like a pretty jagged rock, and it played completely fine. It like kicked back to the fairway, and that's like on a hard hit and then coming down on a pretty rough surface, like any golf ball, there's going to be a little bit of scuffing on it, but it played out the rest of the round. No problem.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really impressive.
Yeah, we've been super
sure
impressed.
that's like one of my greatest golf memories. Actually, was watching Zach on the 18th tee at Industry Hills in LA, or outside of LA. He smacks that 3-wood, and you think the ball's going in the water, but you can see it, right? It's like pretty dark at this point, and you can see the clubhouse in the distance of 18. And the ball smacks off of a rock, and you just hear this like resonating sound because the ball's not like the softest ball in the world. It's like a gong went off, and the ball.
Yeah, you hear these things.
I think you hit that like 340 yards because you got an extra 50 from the kick.
It kicked like perfectly off a rock at the exact right angle. That
would have been hilarious because you probably couldn't see the rock, so you probably hit and you're like, "Whoa, what just happened?"
Yeah, no, 100%. Exactly. The second I hit it, we were all just like, "Oh, that's in the water." Write that one off, and then it just bounced an extra like 60 yards into the middle of the fairway.
And you true parred it too, man.
I did. I had 115 left on a par 5 after my drive, and I got a par on it. So
sounds like me.
That's pretty sweet,
those, dude.
So
Muni mid handicap like me, I'd take that all day.
I just ran to try and find one, but I'm pretty sure I have a lawnmower 4.0 from our friends at Manscaped, the Testicular Cancer Society version of that. So anybody listening to the pod at this point, if you just send us a DM at OTS Golf with your best blue ball story. No, we can't do that. That's not good. No. Why you would want a set of blue balls. What we'll do is we'll find a way to get you a set of blue balls, and we'll pick one, and I'll send that out if we have it. If I don't have it, I don't know. We'll find out something else to give you. But it's pretty cool. It's like a purple Manscaped lawnmower 4.0. It's really cool. And then so just say nothing else but why you want blue balls, and then we'll pick somebody. We'll send it out. I think that'll be
love it.
That'll be pretty cool. We might even have like a T-shirt. I think we have one that I should put on that says we save balls. So
that's right.
Yeah. So it's I don't know. I kind of love that it's all like that. You guys have been able to kind of bridge that gap of that maybe awkward conversation or something, like we talked about, people having that uncomfortable conversation and finding a way to make it a positive one, right? So I think too, there's lots of avenues to make it like a fun gift and a fun way for guys to or gals in the future be able to play with their balls, play with their blue balls, right? So
yeah, for sure.
I think
Mac and Bryce, we're happy to contribute some blue balls to the cause, man, for that. So definitely let us know. And then the other thing that we're kind of looking forward to moving forward is expanding our target audience, as in like who can buy stuff.
So
right. So I think we ran into some trouble trying to send T-Mac. What did it break up there for me?
Yeah, no, you're okay. You're okay. So, like, are you just saying that things are like, is it like north of the border, things getting stuck? Like,
so Amazon currently just has some logistical challenges with shipping to Canada, but we just started working on. Sorry, my dog is ringing this damn bell. He's got to go to the bed. He's on the concrete of our balcony again. But we're trying to ship it north to Canada and Mexico as well, and that's just something that's work in progress. So right now the balls are only available in the 50 contiguous, or the 49. I guess Alaska's included in that. I don't know. I don't understand how balls
in the United States.
You can get them in the States. Yeah, that's a good way of saying it.
Exactly.
Well, if they make it to Bryce Brycer's coming up in the next couple of days, so if they make it to him, he can bring them up and.
Yeah,
there'll be another
set.
Should
be able to get overnight ship too. Yes,
I'll smuggle my blue balls over the border.
And yeah, we could play with our blue balls together, Bryce. It'll be great.
Perfect.
Be perfect, man. There is like an endless amount of content. Like you guys just must be spinning with this. It's pretty
It's
cool.
great. It's endless, man.
Yeah,
Everyone
It
will have a new
is.
comment about it. Everyone will have a new joke
Yeah.
about it. Like it's literally endless.
It
Yeah,
is endless.
my buddy Louis came up with a funny line. He's like, "You had to have come up with this." It's like, no, man. The jokes are endless. But he said, "Oh, blue balls have made a vast difference in my golf game."
Yeah, exactly. Like just everyone will find a way to make a joke about it, and that's why I think it's great.
Yeah, it's nice.
it's really
nice.
cool, man. It's I think like it'll be something that obviously the product will never expire, and you'll be able to just and the content is like it's unimaginable how long that it'll set of blue balls will
Well, it's
last.
great too. You
right?
have the product to back it up too, right? So you
Yeah.
get the best of both worlds. If it's a good product, people are going to come back, and then if it's a funny, great name, people are also going to come back. It's kind of the best of both worlds.
100%. I mean, we're super hyped on how it started. Again, like Chris said, we've only been selling for a month and we're already like rush ordering more in because like people love them. They play well. It's fun. Everybody likes well, not everybody, but most people like the joke if you have that sense of humor, and yeah, we're super hyped. I think it's going better than any of us would have imagined, and that's always great.
Have you gotten negative feedback? Like once they realize like you guys are kind of hooked up with the Testicular Cancer Society, it's got to be okay, right? Like there's
never for that partnership.
Yeah.
We've gotten so much positive feedback on that partnership where people are like, this is funny and it's for an awesome cause and it's a good gift. Like we've gotten tons of feedback in that regard. Negative feedback, not really. I think the only negative feedback we've had is kind of category wide to LED golf balls. Like, it's not hitting as long as I normally would, or
Right.
like it definitely has a different sound to it. But no, man, I mean the as close as we've gotten to like negative feedback is trying to get some of our like sketches that we do on our socials as ads into the platforms like TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and all these. There's definitely been some interesting conversations with like the reps on that side where they're like, you guys have to toe a line like very down the middle of it. Can't just be straight up dick jokes. It has to mention the product a little bit. And we're like, well, we're gonna push the envelope as far as we can.
Yeah, thanks TikTok for the
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
thanks
like
for being our moral arbiter.
You guys are getting nerfed already, eh? And it's just like a couple months into So
we had a buddy get his review shut down from Amazon because he said blue balls on Amazon on the review itself. So the brand itself is toxic, I guess. But no negative feedback that I've heard, and
we're going into Instagram clink if somebody sends me a blue ball story in the DMs or something like that. Yeah, we might. We got shadow banned one time. We got a friend that was he was in Instagram jail or something, so we got shadow banned. So it's you got to find that line to toe, and we've been there. It's aggressive, but I like it. I think I think obviously like when you look down to the root of the brand, you guys are all family. This is just this is perfect. But you guys are all family, everybody with their blue balls. But like the idea is obviously to kind of bring a lot of awareness to something that's really important, and as well play the game that we all kind of enjoy. And that's what's kind of connecting all of us, which is super cool. Bryce and I, like we were saying, 140 episodes or whatever we're at now, and we've been able to talk to somebody about golf every week for the better part of 3 years, which is great.
Weeks.
Yeah, we haven't really gotten this deep into anything so sexually charged, but it's it's where we're at now.
Man.
Sounds like my high school experience.
Yeah, it's where we're at now, Bryce, and I don't know if there's any going back after this one. But guys, this was great, man. Maybe we can, as kind of the product develops a little bit, as things go a little further, maybe we can have you guys back on for a chat. We'd love to.
That'd be great.
Love that, man.
I know you guys have like
thank you guys so much for having us.
Yeah, no, it was great. We're gonna link any of the socials down below in the show notes. The website, Father's Day is coming up, like you said. You guys can get them shipped out pretty quickly. We'll try and set up an affiliate and stuff like that so people can do it with us. We don't necessarily need a kickback, but if we can steer people over to Blue Balls, is it blueballs.com? We're going to have to get this one right.
Golfblueballs.com. Don't make that mistake.
Golfblueballs.com.
Don't go to blueballs.com.
You do not want to go to blueballs.com.
You don't want to go there. I mean,
man.
you might want to go there, but
Golfblueballs.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
blueballs.com.
I mean, to each their own. If that's your thing, go for it. But if you want to buy a pair of LED light up golf balls,
Right.
golf blue balls.
Golf
I'm not going to
blueballs.com.
suggest that I haven't been to blueballs.com. It wasn't intentionally.
I'm
Yeah.
really gonna have to make sure that I grab a link directly from your website to put on there, because I don't want to
For
be like,
sure.
I don't want to be editing this thing at 2 a.m. when I got to get up at 5 and I just put in blueballs.com or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's a good way to get yourself shadow banned again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee you there is a future where we can hopefully afford to pay to buy the rights to blueballs.com, but we're not millionaires just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to sell a lot of blue balls to get those rights to those blue balls.
That's right.
Yeah, there'll
You
be a way
get
to
a
figure
lot of
that
blue
out.
balls in people's hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, guys, this is so good. Really appreciate it. This was a funny episode for us, Chris. We really
That's great.
appreciate it, man. Hopefully we can get you guys back. And if Bryce and I can get out at night and hit a couple of these blue balls around, get our hands on some of these, we'll definitely post up a couple of videos. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
That sounds
For sure,
great.
man.
Yeah. Well, you've got some in the mail to you, Bryce. So hopefully they get there before you move up to Canada here.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for the time. This was a blast.
Yeah, this was
Really
great, guys.
appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
He's out in my ball and of course where I tee up. I lose the ball and I re-up. I miss a fairway, I probably end up in the ocean or maybe the beach. And I'm on a par 5 and I'm finna go reach it. Second was blind, I ain't see it. Feel like it might be an albatross, worst case scenario.